Hey guys, I'm running a little bit behind. I'm having a hard time trying to get StreamYard to work right. So just please bear with me and give me a few minutes to figure some stuff out. Hey Krista, hey Sunflower, hey Gary. I'm having a hard time seeing the chat right now. That's what I'm working on because the I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. And hey Nubs, when I put it on okay, that was done. Scheduled at 6:05. Hmm. All right. How am I going to do this? Let me go to YouTube. Try this. Guys, just please bear with me. I'm trying my best to get all this stuff worked out. I ran behind and okay. This is what I can do. Eating chicken nuggets. Yep. Okay, guys, give me just 3 more minutes, 2 or 3 more minutes, and I promise we'll get started. If anybody comes in, just please let them know that I'm here, but I'm working on one last little detail. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Vodka Vamp. Hey, Gary. Hey, Carmack. Thank you for coming. Hey, Terry. Now, I don't know if Hey Hawk, how you doing? I don't know if there was a live stream at 4:05 today, which will be 5:05 Eastern, or not. The settings that I had, cut that on so you can see everybody. Uh, I don't even know if you can see the phone too good. Slide the camera around a little bit more. No, that's not no better. I'm trying to get it to where you can see if that lights up, but I don't I don't think you'll be able to see it too good. No, that's going to be blurry too. Uh, Girls, Hawk said to tell y'all hello. If you would like to say hi, you can light something up, play with the colored black box over there. It's got the blue, red, yellow, and green on it. I didn't even turn the volume up on it. Hang on, guys. Give me just a moment. I will be back. I tell you, it's been one of them days. I didn't even touch it. Now you're hearing it go off because of me. Just hang on for just a moment. There. Make sure it's tilted. I'm sorry, girls. You were trying to say hello, and I had the camera turned off. Just a second, get that going again. Okay, yeah, that might be a little bit better. As soon as the tablet catches up with what I'm doing. But I'm running behind, and I don't know if I scheduled one at 4:05. Okay, that's better. I can see that one on the tablet now. And yeah, I can see it, but everything's a little bit blurry. Guys, if it's too dark in here, I'll cut the overhead light on. But just so we all know what's going on, I've got the app that I like to use, and I'm not sure if anybody else ever uses it or not, but I know I try my best to let people know how good it is. I've got it over there to your right. I got the girls up there in the corner and the K2 right in between them. And I had to move the K2 today because the phone or something was interfering with it. So, okay, thank you, Vodka Vamp. Uh, but I had to move it just to test to make sure that everything was working all right. And you probably can't see it, but between Alice and the ball, I have the flashlight set up over there. Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit like spring too. Here it got up to, I think, 71. It was nice and warm. So, girls, I'm sorry they didn't get to see you say hello to them. And Hawk did say hello, and everybody else wanted to say hi. So, if you want to say hello to them one more time, you can play with that same box that you like to play with, and the black box right in between you. You can make them lights light up. You did a good job last time. Of course, you got the flashlight up there. You can play with it, make it come on anytime you want to. And Jake, I don't know if you're in here or not, but if you are, you can play with the ball. You can roll it around a little bit. Yeah, a heat wave. But what I wanted to talk about tonight is all the stuff that come through the Ghost app that we use. When I done it I don't know if it was during my live stream or if it was during Amy's last week. I believe it might have been Amy's. Hey, Doris. But I got a lot of different messages on it, and it just, they seem like parts of it went together. And that left me real puzzled. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call off the words because I have them saved, and I'm going to call them off one after another, in order of the way they showed up. Now, I'm not going to call all of them back to back. No, Krista, Twinkies hadn't come in yet. I don't even know if either one of them will be able to make it tonight because I know with the snow in Texas and it's starting to slowly melt, that's going to make everything slippery. And she may be working late. She could be trying to get home as safe as she can. So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make it or not. I don't know if Troy's going to make it. But girls, y'all can play with any one of them things you want to up there anytime you want to. You know, we enjoy watching you light them boxes up and just have a good time. That's what we're here for. To laugh, cut up, and enjoy each other. Now, while we were talking, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with the chat too good, so please forgive me if I overlook something you say to me. While we were doing a live stream, the Ghost app that I use started spitting out words. Some of it could have been either random words or hey JJ, or it could have been different spirits talking all at one time. It just depends on how you want to look at it. But there were some words that came together, and it has me curious and puzzled as to if it could have been a message by just one spirit talking as much as possible. So I'm going to call off the words and I'm going to try my best to remember what was being asked as I do this. That way I can let you know. Hey, Jan, let's start with regret. That was the fourth word to come through. Oh, Hawk, I definitely will. If I need a babysitter, I'll let you know. So we have regret. And we was wondering, thank you, girls. I don't know if y'all saw it light up. Keep going, girls. You play with it as much as you want. And Jake, you can play with the flashlight if you want to. We would love for it to come on. You can play with the ball. You can play with that tall black box if you want to do that. But hey, Karen. Gary, please tell her I said hello. Yeah, Hawk, they agree. Uh, so regret came out. And I remember us asking, what is it that you regret? And the very next word was hostage. So we started questioning, was you a hostage? What happened? Things like that. And then the word row, ROW, and coastal. And I started talking to whoever might have been speaking. And I said out loud, okay, row could be a boat. And that would go along with coastal because that's where boats are. And then the word trouble. And we're like, okay, are you in trouble? Is somebody else in trouble? What is it about this regret, hostage, row, coastal, and the word mine came up. So all of us started asking questions amongst each other, like, okay, how old are you? I remembered somebody asking about that. And right before that question was asked, somebody asked how old, I believe it was Allison, how old she was. And, how old are you, Allison? And then, well, how old are you that's talking to us? The word seven came up. So I do remember talking about how I met Allison and how I had always felt like she was somewhere around 5 or 6. We kept talking about the rest of the words and what did they mean? Are these just different spirits talking to us, or is it one spirit that's telling us something? The word, the next one to come up was resent. Hey, Maria, glad you can make it. And like, okay, resent. That, what does it mean? It's okay, Vodka Band. Welcome back. What are we talking about? Resent. And I got the word foster, under bed. So we all started talking about, well, could this be talking about a foster home and maybe one of the residents that live there, boy or girl, either one? I'm doing good, Jenny. Glad you're here. It's okay. I may have screwed up earlier and put the wrong time. I had to go back real quick to set everything back up. Oh, that's awesome. Tell them I said congratulations, please. So we started talking about foster homes, and I remember us saying how a lot of them are really only into it for the money because the more people they have living there, the more money they can get. You're welcome, Vodka Vamp. And we started talking about how if it's somebody that lives there, then if they get scared and frightened, the first thing they do is hide up underneath the bed. If you're real young, that's something you're going to do, especially if you're really scared and terrified. And then we got the word summer and financial. So we started wondering, okay, we are openly talking about how a lot of these places are in it for the money. So maybe financial will go with that. Summer could be the time a year that happened. I'm scrolling down here for just a second. And the whole time we're talking, I'm getting a mental image, I guess you would say, that whatever happened took place in New York City. And the reason for that is I'm looking at the words row, which I took as a boat, coastal. We know New York City is right there at the eastern seacoast. There's foster, which could be a foster home, and there's a ton of them up there in New York. And then the word famous, trap. Well, trap could be somebody set a trap for whoever lived there, lure them in or whatever. Then I got the word dock, which again goes with what I was thinking, Eastern Seacoast. There's a shipyard there. Hey, Amy, and I could really use somebody up here with me because I get tongue tied and I could use some help if you have time, or if you feel like coming up, I'll send you the link. So, hey, Ron, um, that tied in with what I was thinking. Beg away. So while we're all talking, I'm thinking, okay, if what I'm getting through this is correct, then the person was begging and trying to get away from whoever it was that was doing this. Crowded, which would be possibly a okay. I'm just reading the chat, trying to keep up with it. Um, it could be one that's kind of crowded. Then we actually got to work. Somebody said something to Allison while this was all going on, and they wanted to say something to her, and the word Allison came up right away. I mean, as soon as they mentioned it and I spoke it out loud, her name popped up, and I clearly remember them asking me, Did she really just say Allison?" And I said, "Yeah." And I showed the word on the camera you're looking at here. Then it goes back to thank you, Jenny. It goes back to what they were saying to start with, and I got the word cooking resistance. So I started wondering, okay, if it's cooking, could it be, could the person, the adult, be somebody that cooked at the foster home, or could it be a cook? Could this person be a cook somewhere in the city nearby? Resistance would go right along with it because whoever it was would be fighting back to try to get away. Then we were asking about, can you tell us who you are? Can you tell us how old you are? Asking different questions to try to figure out more about what's being said. And the name Eva, EVA, pops up. And we was asking about the age of the person. We already got 6, so we didn't know if, at the time, if that was the age of who they're talking about, or if that was Allison's age. And then the word 12 came up when we was asking about the age again. So that got me wondering, okay, I always thought that Allison was around the age of 6. So is she, is this person 12 years old? Because they would still be living in a foster home at 12. And the word definitely came up right after that. So what we were discussing about the possibilities of, okay, this could be a foster home, it could be a foster child that was abducted somewhere where there's a dock, which would be a big city, and we were openly talking about all of this. Something that we said made the word definitely come up, and I'm still reading, trying to read the chat too. Uh, I can only do one thing at a time. I cannot multitask. But the word definitely came up, and we're talking about the word cooking, the word leaven, which would be like a baker if they're making bread. All of a sudden, the word involve comes up, dress, break free, and I thought the word chef came up, but it didn't. But those are the words. Oh, that's the way I was looking at the. Okay, it was regret, hostage, row, coastal, trouble, resent, failure, foster, under bed, pillow. Oh, I forgot pillow because we talked about that too, and they said that we were talking about how a lot of young people they grab the pillow and hold it close to them. I don't know if that's for comfort or for like self security, but maybe it could have been like um, if a young person gets real scared, they run to their mom or their dad and they hug onto them. That's what we were talking about with the word pillow. Summer, financial, famous, trap, push, dock, beg, away, crowded, cooking, resistance, leaven, Eva, danger, elements. Elements I thought might have been related to water. Water is an element. Come on, scroll down. 12, definitely involve, dress, break free. Maybe she ran away, Doris. I don't know because at the very beginning it said hostage. And that's what the whole thing got me wondering about was regret, hostage, and then it just goes down from there. So that's a possibility. But I'm curious as to what you guys may feel about this or what y'all think about it. Hey, Summer, we sure did. And we were just mentioning the word summer just a moment ago. Glad you're here. Thank you for stopping in. Now, girls, you can keep playing with the stuff if you want to. We're not going to ignore you. You're here for all of us to talk to and spend time with. So go ahead. Go ahead. Jake, you're not being ignored either. The ball's still there if you want to play with it. So it's the other toys. You go right ahead and play with anything you want. Oh, yeah, I see what your point. Maybe they ran from it, from the person. Yeah, uh, possible. And I mean, it could just be a bunch of random words. And when I say random, I don't mean random generated. I'm talking about it could be that there was more than one spirit talking at that time, and it was just all the stuff was just randomly being said. No, let me scroll down just for a second. Thank you, Jenny. Hey, drummer lady, if I don't say hello to somebody, please forgive me. I'm trying to multitask, and now I can see a little bit better. Oh, summer lady, sorry. I thought somebody came in that I didn't get to say hello to. But I'd like to get your opinions on that. I'm glad you came in, JJ. If I don't see you no more tonight, I hope you have a wonderful night, a good night's rest. I'm glad she sent you. I'm going to have to be sure to tell her thank you. Give her a big thank you for asking you to come by here. Okay, I didn't see what Doris said, so I'm going to scroll back down. Yes, Doris, that was something that I thought about. We also talked about trafficking as well, because New York and I imagine California both have a very high trafficking number. I don't know how to actually word it, but and last time we talked about this when it was going on, uh, actually it might have been last Wednesday during the live stream. Uh, we talked about how the people that's doing the trafficking, kidnapping, and stuff like that, they have their own, I guess you would say, preferences on who they look for. One may want somebody in their 20s, somebody else may want somebody older or younger. Yeah, they did have a lot of it, and still today, in some countries, they still have a lot of them working. But we talked about that, but I just don't, I just don't know what to make of all of this because, like I'm trying to say, it could be anything, and it could be nothing. I mean, it's just a matter of one's opinion, and I'm seriously hoping that eventually I can figure out if there's something to this or not because it did say famous. So I don't know if that was a random word that a spirit said or if possibly it went along the lines of what was being said and the event was famous. But from what I'm getting out of all of this was how a 12-year-old female that lived in a foster home on the seacoast, they had a dock, a shipping dock, was taken hostage by somebody who was a cook or a chef, either at a restaurant or a bakery of some type. That's what I was getting out of it. Doris, I agree. I don't know, but I've only got till 7:30, which will be 8:30 Eastern, because I'm not going to stay on here very long. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't even know if Eva is her name or not. Eva could be just someone who came in to say hello. So there's a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm glad you're showing some love, Summer Lady. I really am. I appreciate you doing this. Girls, if you're not gonna play with uh, the big black one to the right, the ones got the ones you always play with. If you're not gonna play with it, can I please pick it up and turn my other thing on that I like? Would you mind? I forgot to tell you that you can make it light up for yes or leave it untouched for no. Since you ain't gonna play with it, let me borrow you this black one for just a moment, please. Thank you. All of that is me because I'm holding it and I'm moving, so it goes off. It's motion activated. But that first one by itself was not me. I hadn't even touched it yet, and I don't know if yeah, I'm lagging on that end. All right. Am I still lagging on this one too? Okay, I still got, yeah, I got internet. Y'all got quiet, so I'll just turn my Wi-Fi off first. Cut that off. And now bring up the other app. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out the history. Welcome back, Jenny. Glad you're back. Excuse me for burping. All right, so I got my other phone running the app now. So here we go. And you can hear it beeping. Now I think that means that they're trying to say something. They're trying to get the energy or the strength to say something. Eva, are you here with us tonight? If you're here with us, you can make that flashlight cut on. All you gotta do is touch it. It'll come on. You can touch that black box up there also. The big tall one, you can touch it. Okay, Terry. Thank you for staying with us. You take care of whatever you need to. Is there anybody here that want to say hello to us? The spirits, what I'm trying to do is get some answers from last week. If you're here, would you please let me know if you'll help me? Well, I hope you had something good to eat, Krista. I haven't eaten yet. Well, I had a bag of chips. It was I had a 1 pound bag of potato chips and a Rice Krispie bar and a pack of cheese crackers. That's all I've had to eat. And it's not really saying anything. And I'm not good at doing a live stream because I never know what to say. Everybody else is just so relaxed and it just comes natural for them. And with me, I get tongue tied. We're listening to you. You go ahead, get all the energy you need. Yeah, I am getting slack on my munchies. Go ahead and get the energy you need. We're here listening to you. Got the word motor and maybe something else here in just a minute. Thank you, Jan. Statue. You see? Now, I'm not saying statue goes with what we're talking about, but the only statue that I can think of right off the top of my head is the Statue of Liberty, which would go with New York City, like what I was saying. Spirits, is the statue related to what we're talking about? Could you give us some more information? I like to wait a minute, at least a minute, before asking another question. That way it gives them time to respond. That way they don't get confused. I'm trying to figure out what questions to actually ask. Reached, REACHED, reached. Is all the words that were said last week, are they related? And it looks like the girls over there being a little quiet. Spirit, can you tell me how old you are? There's a lot of stuff right here you can get energy from if you need to. I know it takes your energy to talk to us. So could you give us how old you are? Order. ORDER. What kind of order are you talking about? Food order? It's the only kind of order I can think of. Going into McDonald's and placing an order. Yeah, Jenny, it is. I think they're trying to figure out what to say. Maybe. 40. The word 40 just came up. See if I can show you. Guitar. So you're 40. Are you male or female? Yeah, Gary, somebody is definitely talking tonight. And guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Hey, exploring the unseen, how you doing? Let me see if I can get caught up on the chat a little bit. Yeah, okay. Get this going again real quick. I can turn it up some. Okay. Well, you gotta go to work tomorrow. Well, we understand. We appreciate you. Let's slide the camera a little bit. We appreciate you being here. I'll go ahead and stop that. No, no worries. Yeah, I hope you have a good night's sleep too. I really do. Uh, you're right, Krista. I hope Unseen has a good night. Can everybody hear me? I don't want nobody to think I'm not talking no more. Can you hear me? Thank you. I wasn't sure. I didn't mean to take so long. I got back as quick as I could. I'm still sitting on guitar, but all them words that came across kind of weird. It may not mean anything. It could be. I don't know. You're welcome, Lucid. You're a Smurf now. Well, thank you, Vodka. I don't get to do this very often. I mean, I could probably do it during the daytime, but everybody's working during the day. And nighttime, I can only do it one night a week. And I don't ever know how long I can do it when I do get to go live. And I'm looking at the tablet, and I thought I saw a shadow move. I could be wrong. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Vodka. That's right. Welcome to the Smurf Club. Those. I don't know what that means. You're welcome, Gary. Hang on, let me see if I can slide it down so we can see it. You ain't gonna be able to see it. I can tell that right now. I know what I can do though. I can slide forward. Sorry. Door. Slide the camera back where I had it. Right there. Okay. Now you can see. Uh, well, thank you, Gary. I appreciate you saying that. And tonight is kind of a boring night for me. Uh, and the reason why is because I got this on my mind, and I don't know if it means anything, and I don't think whoever we were talking to is here tonight. Can you tell me more about the place that it happened? Can you tell us the city or anything related to where it happened? They're getting quiet now. I don't know why they're getting quiet. Right, it's closer to me. And don't forget, you can play with that stuff over there if you want to. Flashlight can come on. Make that box light up. There's a ball you can play with. If it falls off the table, don't worry. I'll pick it up. Yeah, I love Smurfs too. That was my favorite cartoon when it first came out. Of course, you know the Smurf, that was my favorite out of all of them. Welcome back, Doris. Well, they don't seem to be wanting to. Okay, maybe they are going to say something. Yeah, they do, don't they? Well, I thought they were going to say something. I don't guess they will. Okay, now, I ain't got but a few more minutes. So I really would like you to try to help me out. Welcome back, Sunflower. So could you tell me some more about the city that it happened in? Was it a big city, a small city? Was it up north, to the east, to the south? Multiple? It happened in multiple cities? Ah, you can't see it. Dadgummit. I'm still going to have to slide that back where it was at. Hold on, guys. Now you can see it. Multiples? Okay. Now, what do you mean by multiple? Fatal. Rib. Fatal and rib. Go ahead, we're listening. February. Well, February is not really the summer. Fatal rib. How old was the person when it happened? Can you give us an age? We like the new Smurf girl too. Examine. Can you tell us how old the person was? Yeah, Gary, I think it will. Because I remember watching them when they first came out. Winds. WINDS. Okay, now like I said, I ain't got much time, so can you tell me if I'm correct on what I think? Group. But am I right on what I'm thinking, or identification? Well, we need a name. That would help out. Hey, PPR. Well, if you're Grumpy Smurf, they don't have a name for me because I would have to be something like Snacking Smurf or Hungry Smurf, something like that. So you're Sleepy Smurf, perhaps. Yeah, definitely. Because I'm always munching. I can't really say I'm always hungry. Black, like the color black. Um, I can't really say I'm always hungry because when I do get hungry, really hungry, that's when I'll cook something. Can you give us a name? Like, let me know your name. Okay, now I'm fixing to have to cut this down. So, would you please give me a name before I have to stop? And got but just 1 or 2 more minutes. Yeah, Dustin, we have missed you. Come on, please hurry. Stair, like a staircase. Climbing stairs. I just want to know your name. That's all I want to know. Shall, Shall. Come on. I would just like to know your name. That's all I'm asking. You got but 1 more minute, so please hurry. Black could be a last name. It's okay, PPR. You're doing fine. Is Black your last name? Okay, I'm going to have to say goodnight to you. I'm going to shut this down real quick, okay? But I thank you for talking to us. I want you to remember that you cannot attach yourself to me, my home, my roommate, anything inside my home, anybody that is watching during this live stream. You must stay where you're at. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Guys, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all taking time out of your day to brighten mine. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Hopefully at 2 o'clock my time, I'll be able to go live and spend more time with you. If I can, I'll let you know. I'll make another broadcast link, thingamajig, whatever you call it, and I'll share it out so that you guys can know that I will be going live if you can. I know it's a work day. You know, y'all are welcome to come in, sit and talk, and hopefully you'll be a little bit more active tomorrow than it was tonight. I still didn't get no answers, but that's okay, because anytime we can talk to them and they can talk to us, for me, it's always fun and I enjoy it. Well, thank you, Gary. I appreciate you and everyone that has been here tonight. Appreciate y'all being here and just being a part of my family. But I hope each one of y'all have a good night, a beautiful night's rest. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.